Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. And what a fantastic weekend we've had. We've had goals galore here in the WSL, we've had champions crowned over in the Netherlands, and we've had some really good games elsewhere. So let's jump right into it, and we'll start off with the biggest scoreline of this past weekend here in England, and Chelsea were the big benefiters of that by beating Everton by 7-0 at Kingsmeadow. A fantastic performance from Emma Hayes' side, although she said she wasn't too impressed with it herself at times. Stellar job, and with how the other games have gone this weekend, it's key that Chelsea keep winning their games if they are wanting to win a 4th consecutive title. Goals from Guru Wrighton, Sam Kerr, Sophie Ingle, Pernille Harder and Jessie Fleming saw them 5-0 up at half time, and then 2 later goals from Pernille Harder and Erin Cuthbert gave Chelsea a comfortable 7-0 victory after winning obviously in midweek as well, so they're keeping right on the pressure of Manchester United. They've still got 2 games in hand over Mark Skinner's side, but yeah, a fantastic performance and a really surprising one on behalf of Everton, because I don't think anyone was expecting them to have been so poorly played. But yeah, absolutely just dominated that game, Chelsea, and showed why they are one of the best in the land, doing what they do best. So yeah, fully deserved that victory, and it's going to be interesting now with their games remaining. Can they catch up Manchester United? They sit 4 points behind the Red Devils. The main thing that was concern to them heading into this weekend's game was that they don't have as good as a goal difference, but obviously scoring 7 goals and not conceding has definitely helped them in the way of making their goal difference a lot better compared to the other teams around them and below them. Next up, we'll have a look at Manchester United. They were 3-0 victors over Tottenham Hotspur. Leah Galton, Nikita Paris and Alessia Russo with the goals. Easy game for Mark Skinner's side. Spurs continue to implode and show why they are struggling so much this season, because a lot of the time they were just doing basic defensive errors that a good team shouldn't be doing, and it shows why they are down there. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Vicky Jepson can motivate this team now the rest of the season, or will they really be in a dogged relegation battle? Because obviously in a few weeks' time they have that big crucial game against Reading at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, so it's going to be very, very key at how they can turn that around over the next coming weeks. For Manchester United, they're now on the cusp of getting Champions League football because of that result and results elsewhere. So next up for them is obviously turning their attention to the FA Cup next weekend, which we'll obviously preview in the rundown later on this week. But yeah, fantastic job from Mark Skinner and the side. 3 different scorers, keeping a clean sheet. Can they win their first ever WSL title? It obviously remains on the cards. And the reason why Manchester United are on the cusp of getting Champions League football is because Manchester City lost 2-1 to Reading. Natasha Dowie and Missy Bow-Kearns with the goals for Matt Beard's side, whilst Lauren Hemp did score in between those two for Manchester City. They've only got 2 games left and 6 points, and there's a massive goal difference. So even if Manchester City were to win the 2 games, which one of course is the Manchester derby against Man United, the goal difference swing is astronomical. So it's technically they're all there, but until it officially. So in that Manchester derby in a couple of weeks' time, Manchester United just need a point to be officially confirmed to be playing in the Champions League next season. A quick look at the rest of the games this past weekend. So Arsenal won on Friday night, beating Leicester City by 1-0. A fantastic goal from Frida Leonardson-Mornham. Brilliant goal from Mornham, once again having a fantastic season and showing why she is probably Arsenal's player of the year. Leicester were unlucky. Yanina Leipzig pulled off some fantastic saves, and definitely shows the improvement under Willie Kirk, and what I think they'll be safe and not have to worry about relegation. Elsewhere, Aston Villa beat Reading by 5-0, including a Rachel Daly hat-trick, and Brighton and Hove Albion beat West Ham by 1-0, thanks to Kaylee Green scoring the sole goal of that game. So let's head over to the European leagues now, and like we said on Friday in the rundown, it was a title fight in the Netherlands for the crown of champion, and in the end it didn't matter because Ajax beat Pexvolle by 6-1, whilst FC Twente beat Feyenoord 2-1. So Ajax have won their 3rd ever Frauen Eredivisie title and their first since 2018, so congratulations there. Elsewhere, VB Alkmaar and Fortuna Sittard drew 1-1. Den Haag beat Excelsior by 2-0, and PSV beat Heerenveen by 2-0. Elsewhere into the Frauen Bundesliga now, and Wolfsburg beat Cologne by 7-1, including a fantastic goal by Lena Oberdorf. I fully urge you to go check that out if you haven't. It was a beautiful goal by Oberdorf. Bayern Munich managed to keep at the top of the table by beating SGS Essen by 2-1 on Saturday, despite having to play a period of time with 10 players. Elsewhere, Eintracht Frankfurt beat by Leverkusen by 3-2. Freiburg and Werder Bremen drew 1 apiece. Duisburg beat Meppen by 2-0, and Hoffenheim beat Turbine Potsdam by 6-1. Over in Spain, and obviously it's nothing else to play for in terms of the league after Barcelona were crowned champions, but they managed to beat Real Sociedad by 5-2 this past weekend. Levante Las Palmas beat Atletico Madrid by 1-0, and with that result it helped confirm that Levante UD will be playing Champions League football next season, and they managed to draw 1-1 with Valencia. And obviously on Friday, Real Madrid beat Sevilla by 2-0. Over in France, and it was a big blow in the title race for PSG as they dropped points to Paris FC in a 0-0 draw yesterday, and this comes on the back of Lyon beating Dijon 3-0 on Saturday, so it's a big blow for PSG trying to keep up in that title race. Elsewhere, Stade Rennes beat Le Havre by 5-0, Guingamp beat Sochaux-Rennes, Bordeaux and Rodez finished a 1-1 draw, and Montpellier beat Fleury 91 by 2-1. And finally in Italy, Fiorentina and AC Milan played out a 1-1 draw. Como beat Sampdoria by 2-1. Inter Milan and Juve finished 2-2, and Sassuolo beat Parma by 5-4. So that is it for this weekend's results and talking points. We'll be back later on this week to look ahead to the Women's FA Cup final, which is taking place on Sunday, so in 6 days' time. In the meantime, make sure you like, comment and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you are following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. In the meantime, we'll see you soon.